Welcome to Cam Look, your biweekly dose of the Cincinnati Art Museum. Every Tuesday and Thursday, a staff member or volunteer will talk about a work from the collection and pose questions for discussion. Check back at 10 a.m. on those days for new works and new conversations. Hi, I'm Jessica, the Art Bridges Fellow at the Cincinnati Art Museum, and today I'm going to be talking about an incredible work by an incredible artist. This piece, titled Helen of Troy, is a color screen print by Mayumi Oda, a contemporary Japanese artist. Mayumi Oda began her art-making career at a young age thanks to her mother, who introduced her to art as a joyful creative outlet. Mayumi's practice, which started out of her love for her mother and grew from there, then became something she devoted herself to, drawing for hours a day and honing her skill. Mayumi found that art became a huge piece of who she was, as it provided an outlet, escape, and form of expression for her during life's highest highs and lowest lows. She was heavily inspired by the idea of feminine beauty and strength and began focusing her artistic practice on the goddess as a reflection of that feminine power as well as a projection of herself. She stated, "Through my creative process, I have been creating myself. Goddesses are a projection of myself and who I want to be. Each picture represents a stage of my development, the influences I was feeling, and events that were going on around me." Mayumi Oda, while a prolific artist, put her art career on hold after a formative experience while meditating in front of a Nepalese Sarasvati statue. She received a calling that led her to begin activist efforts in the halting of nuclear war efforts, having experienced the aftermath of atomic bombings during her childhood. She co-founded Inochi.us, or Life Force, in 1992, created a grassroots organization titled Plutonium Free Future, and even spoke to the United Nations World Court of Justice. Clearly, Mayumi Oda is a strong, influential woman herself. The work we are looking at today is an image of Helen of Troy, a work which clearly reflects Mayumi's concentration on the goddess and powerful women. Helen of Troy is a figure in Greek legend. She was the daughter of Zeus and Leda and sister of Clytemnestra, who was married to Agamemnon, the king of Mycenae. Helen is primarily known for her role in the Trojan War. She was originally married to Menelaus, Agamemnon's younger brother, but as the story goes, Eris, goddess of strife, placed an apple in the center of the wedding dinner of Peleus and Thetis, parents of Achilles. This apple was labeled "for the most beautiful." Athena, Hera, and Aphrodite, all Greek goddesses, each believed the apple was for them, but Paris, prince of Troy, was given the choice of who to give it to. In an attempt to receive the apple and secure this title for themselves, Athena, Hera, and Aphrodite each offered Paris a bribe. Athena offered him military power, Hera promised to make him king, and Aphrodite pledged the hand of the most beautiful woman in the world, Helen. Unable to resist temptation, Paris chose Aphrodite and traveled to Sparta, where Helen and Menelaus lived. Following Menelaus's departure to attend a funeral in Crete, Paris and Helen returned together to Troy. Whether Helen chose to go willingly with Paris or was abducted is unclear. Upon learning of her absence and its cause, Menelaus, Agamemnon, and the Greek armies joined forces to retrieve Helen. This quest brought about the Trojan War, which ended with the success of the Greek armies and Helen's return to Sparta. Seems pretty evident why Mayumi Oda would see Helen a fitting subject for her work. Helen was a strong, powerful woman who clearly influenced many people. Think of some women in your life. If you were to create an artwork depicting a strong, powerful goddess, who would it be of? Your mother, grandmother, or sister? Maybe a dear friend or a favorite teacher? Even a character from a book? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for joining me for today's Cam Look. Don't forget to check back at 10 a.m. every Tuesday and Thursday for new works and new conversations.